connecting you to your community. This is Chris 6 News in your neighborhood.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. We continue to see those heat alerts across the coastal bend painted here in orange on the map. But I'll tell you how those temperatures are going to be coming down as we move through this evening and what the latest situation is with our rivers. That's coming up.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and a fire-damaged house on the south side was supposed to be dealt with months ago. Coming up, why it's still standing there.
Hello and thank you for joining us on Chris 6 News. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. Here's a look at what we have been following across the coastal bend today.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. It's been a hot afternoon here, and you don't need to be a meteorologist to know that. The wind has picked up, and that may make it feel more refreshing or tolerable outside, depending on what neighborhood you're in. But either way, for the dog walk, it's best to wait until we get closer to sunset and go for that walk. Temperatures will be coming down as we head through the evening, but the 90s will stick around at least until about 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight. And so if you're trying to take your star for a walk today, we get a twofer right here, Dottie, and then our bestie right off to the side. Don't know if you saw that there. Our dog walking forecast stars, thanks to our friends over at Line of Utah for sponsoring the forecast. But yeah, it's been tough for Cooper and Lola too. Let me tell you, doing these walks when it's feeling hot and we're still feeling humid even into the overnight can be challenging. So it's best to heed the heat alerts, which still go until 7 o'clock tonight. We're not done just yet, and that includes almost all of the coastal bend. We're still feeling the heat in Riviera, Falfurrias, and Heberville, so take it easy out there and stay cool.
Well, everybody, I'm starting my day off at First Baptist Church on Ocean Drive, but it's going to end late tonight at City Hall. Hey, everybody, I'm Drew Bishop, and I cover a lot of things: sports, politics, water issues across the coastal bend. This morning at First Baptist Church, we have Danny Green, former Spurs NBA champion, hosting a youth basketball camp for the kids. So I'm going to stop by here, do a little story on this camp. Then I'm going to head to City Hall, where we've got a jam-packed city council meeting. And if you want more on both these stories, I'll have it for you tonight.
City leaders approved to increase water and wastewater rates starting January 2027. Base water rates for a home with a standard meter will go from $17.25 to $19.11. Rates for wastewater for a home with all meter sizes will go from $38.29 to $39.95. Now, the city still will calculate your wastewater rate by using the winter quarter average usage, which calculates how much water and wastewater is used during December, January, and February. It will soon cost you more to park at the beach in Corpus Christi. City leaders just voted to raise the annual parking fee permit from $12 to $20. This is the first time the city has raised the fee in more than 2 decades. Officials say the extra money will pay for beach cleaning and porta potties. The state still needs to approve the increase after a public comment period. If approved, the new fee will start in January 2027. Flooding is a big concern right now across parts of South Texas. According to the State Division of Emergency Management, officials say high water continues to impact rivers, including the Nueces and Frio River. Emergency leaders are reminding drivers to stay alert and never drive around road barricades put up for safety. Just 6 inches of moving water can knock a person off their feet, and officials say 1 foot can sweep away a vehicle.
With the Nueces River expected to continue rising over the next several days, emergency crews from across Texas are already in Live Oak County trying to stay ahead of the potential flooding. Their goal is to have resources, transportation, and shelter ready before the conditions worsen. Crews are monitoring the river around the clock as water from upstream continues to move through the area. Emergency management officials say they're preparing evacuation shelters, coordinating with the Red Cross, and making plans to help people who may need transportation if flooding threatens their homes.
So we're anticipating between late Friday evening all the way through the following Wednesday, everything's going to keep going up. Well, the main things we try to do is we want to set up evacuation shelters, of which by tomorrow on the Live Oak Emergency Management Facebook page, they're going to have all the information for the resident. Aside from that, we have buses setup. So if there's any kind of, elderly or, hard to move people, we will send people out and we will have them picked up.
For now, there are no mandatory evacuations in place, but officials are encouraging people who live along the river to prepare now, know where they'll go if they need to leave, and keep a close eye on forecasts as the river continues to rise. Officials say information about shelter locations, including accommodations for people with special needs and pets, will be on the Live Oak Emergency Management page. Reporting in Live Oak County, I'm Reagan Garvin, Chris 6 News.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and I told you about this property back in April, and I said it could be torn down in July, and now a few months later, it sits unchanged in an eyesore, and I tell you I'd follow up with it, so here's what's new or not new. Nearly a year after a fire destroyed a duplex on Fremont Drive, neighbors are still waiting for the city to take action. Unit 11 sits abandoned and remains in violation of city codes. The property failed a reinspection in May. A hearing before the Building Standards Board was scheduled for July. Now, that hearing is pushed back to September. Jackson Basie owns a nearby taxidermy business, and he worries about the mess spreading to his property.
Yeah, that would be a huge problem. If I would be upset if I came over here one day and the whole parking lot was full of debris and everything.
We will continue to follow this story and let you know what the board decides in September.
Almost 2 years ago, Mayor Paulette Guajardo said a Bass Pro Shops was coming to Corpus Christi, but time has flown by and there's no Bass Pro Shops. Hey everyone, it's Jada Strayer, and I'll be spending my Wednesday night at the City Council because members are holding a discussion regarding the Bass Pro Shops plan. I'm also going to go out and speak to members in our community and ask them if they think a Bass Pro Shops at this point would be beneficial. I'll keep you updated on what they say at City Council.
It's Shark Week, and local researchers just discovered a new shark nursery off the Texas coast. Today, the Texas State Aquarium teamed up with the Heart Research Institute. They want to teach people about the importance of sharks. Experts say the animals keep our ocean ecosystems in balance. They also shared exciting details about the new local discovery.
So the sharks behind us are sandbar sharks. They are local to the area, and something that's kind of unique about it is we actually just discovered a new nursery ground for these sharks, and it's actually here in Texas.
Experts hope events like this will take away some of the fear surrounding the animals. They say you are actually more likely to get hurt by taking a selfie than by a shark. Shark Week activities run through August 1st. A local nonprofit is helping families get ready for the new school year. Esperanza de Tejas is hosting its annual back-to-school night on Wednesday. The event runs from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Corpus Christi Community Center. Kids can get free haircuts, eye exams, and sports physicals. Families can also pick up clothing, shoes, and food. Everything is free while supplies last. Organizers recommend arriving early.
Before a new Purple Heart exhibit opens here in Corpus Christi, we're showing you some of the stories behind it. I'm Michelle Hoffman, introducing you to retired Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Pierce, who shares why he felt called to serve not once, but twice.
Petco is unveiling its 2026 Halloween lineup. New this year is a costume to make a fur baby look like a fur grandma. The chain is also bringing back its taco, dragon, shark, and bat outfits, among others. They're for dogs, cats, and other small animals. Overall, there will be roughly 300 different costumes, most priced under $20.
Watching Chris 6, a part of the Scripps News Group.
Here's a look at what's happening across the Lone Star State. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement is keeping a major detention center open in Texas. ICE is extending a no-bid contract for Camp East, Montana in El Paso. The extension could cost taxpayers $776 million. Lawmakers and advocacy groups have pushed to close the facility. At least 3 detainees have died at the camp. But ICE says moving people to other facilities is not practical. The agency claims closing the camp would actually threaten detainee safety. The Texas Tribune is reporting that U.S. House Ethics Committee is investigating Texas Representative Lance Gooden. The panel is looking into a matter referred by the Office of Congressional Conduct. The committee has not said exactly what the probe is about. Gooden says the investigation is about spending and calls the allegations bogus. The committee will announce its next steps by November 9th. New restrictions on hemp-derived THC products are coming to Texas later this week. The state will start enforcing stricter rules on July 31st. This comes after the Texas Supreme Court upheld regulations first written in 2021. Popular items like Delta 8 will no longer be considered lawful hemp products in the state. You will likely see many of these familiar products disappear from store shelves. Hundreds of new teachers are getting ready for the upcoming school year. Today, the Corpus Christi Independent School District welcomed about 240 new educators. Principals sat down for lunch with the new hires at Carroll Arena. The orientation helps teachers feel supported before they step into the classroom. For many, this event helps calm their nerves.
As a first-year teacher, it is very important for me to know what is going on. Last week I had the jitters, the first-year jitters, and now that I'm here in the training, I feel more welcome, more confident.
These new educators will spend the next few weeks setting up their classrooms before students arrive. The district hires teachers year-round to keep up with demand.
This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm Injury Lawyers. Car wreck, Heil will help.
What makes someone survive war, leave the military, and then choose to go back? We find out in this week's Veterans in Focus as we share the story of retired Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Pierce.
I called up Human Resources and I said, hey, I know I've been out of the military for 3 years, but I want to get back in and I'm ready to go.
For most people, leaving the military means closing one chapter. For Stephen Pierce, it meant starting another.
What made you join in the first place?
Well, I was one of those guys that I graduated college and I was just kind of wondering what in the world am I going to do with my life?
The search for purpose led him to enlist in the Army. He started as a military intelligence analyst in Germany, but before long, he realized he wanted something different.
I went to the infantry because that's where the action was.
After the September 11th attacks, Pierce deployed with the 101st Airborne during the invasion of Iraq.
I was literally sitting on top of a tank as an infantryman, charging in the battle, and that's when my platoon had an engagement where we were kind of stuck in the middle of an ambush.
He tells me the battle lasted nearly 9 hours. Pierce was hit by shrapnel and one of his soldiers was killed.
I had him scrub me up and put me back in front of my platoon and continue to fight.
When he returned home, Pierce believed his service was over. He left the Army and went to work for the Fisher House Foundation, helping wounded service members and their families. But as wars continued, so did the stream of injured troops. Many of his friends were deploying again and again.
I had a kind of a front row seat of the cost of war. I thought, well, I've still got some gas in the tank. I need to go back and do my part.
He went on to serve in Afghanistan and Iraq before retiring after 26 years in uniform. Pierce has spent years teaching the next generation, volunteering with organizations like Habitat for Humanity, and he still stays active with the Military Order of the Purple Heart. He's also a husband and father, and now he's helping make sure other veteran stories aren't forgotten.
We have a responsibility to be able to tell the story of those who didn't make it.
Stories like Pierce's will soon be found inside a new Purple Heart exhibit at the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History. And folks, as I've told you before, you are invited to its unveiling on Saturday, August 8th. Doors open at 9 a.m. and the ceremony starts at 10 a.m. For this week's Veterans in Focus, I'm Michelle Hoffman, Chris 6 News.
Hey there, happy Tuesday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber, feeling extra spicy today because of that heat out there. And we're seeing high pressure really lock in the heat. And it's going to be a little more of a humid heat, a little more of a dry heat, depending on what day of the week we're dealing with. I think Wednesday looks a little more humid. So what's going on in the upstairs of the atmosphere, as I like to call it, the upper level pattern has high pressure, this orange bullseye right over Texas and the desert Southwest. Here's the coastal bend down here. So we're kind of on the periphery. At times, we'll have a little bit more humidity, and that can help to keep the feels like temperature in check if we've got some wind. If we're drier, then it's just that raw heat that comes from the temperature, which, in case you didn't know, temperature is measured in the shade. So the humidity is really more of the problem than anything else. But nonetheless, we continue to have high pressure overhead for the rest of July, it seems. Much of the western and central 2/3 of the country are going to be dealing with this high pressure pattern, which tends to keep hot weather and dry conditions in place. So as we watch the flood wave come down the rivers, you may not think the two are related, but let's talk about it because we have heat alerts throughout all of this part of Texas too within our watershed. Nearly all of our watershed has been under a heat advisory today. And while we still have those river flood warnings that take us all the way through to Three Rivers, we continue to watch water that has already fallen on the ground travel along a pretty dry stretch of the watershed. Remember, last week's drought monitor update had some good news for us, but we are still in that drought as we move through McMullen, Live Oak, and Bee counties, very close to where the Nueces River is. So a lot of that sandy, silty soil tends to eat up the water because of something called infiltration. We absorb it, but especially when those soils are dry, they're going to be extra thirsty. So we're watching that crest continue here near Tilden in McMullen County along the Nueces River, near 23 feet. And we'll be watching for a big spike in the water level as we head on into tomorrow evening through the end of the week. We'll continue to watch the river flooding situation as we go through the next couple of days. But make no mistake, it's going to be a hot one tomorrow. Should keep us under heat alerts. We'll talk about your 7-day forecast ahead.
The Corpus Christi Independent School District is celebrating the new school year at La Palmera. The event is August 1st, Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can enjoy live student performances and meet your favorite mascots. It is also a chance to learn more about CCISD programs. If you're heading downtown tonight, you will need to find a new route. All southbound lanes on I-37 will close from US 181 to North Chaparral Street. The closure starts at 9 tonight and lasts until 6 tomorrow morning. Crews are shifting traffic onto a temporary lane for restoration work. Drivers will be detoured to southbound Highway 286 and can exit at Morgan Avenue. Access to Staples Street and Uptown will stay open.
Relief may be on the way for the record beef prices restaurants and consumers are facing. The feeder cattle index has fallen since its high last month and is now sitting at the lowest level of the calendar year. Boxed beef cutout values also are sliding. But even with the trend downwards, prices have been impacting businesses. Some owners have had to resort to cost-cutting methods.
Especially now during the summer, you gotta, cut some, employees a little early or not schedule as many people. We're not charging you these prices because we want to. We're charging you these prices because we have to.
Despite the high prices, he says he saw an increase in sales this summer thanks to the World Cup bringing people to his restaurant.
And the city of Corpus Christi wants your thoughts on how it spends your money. Leaders just proposed a balanced budget for next year. Now they are hosting 7 community meetings to get your feedback. The first one is Monday at the Oville Williams Senior Center from 6 to 7 p.m. The sessions will happen all across the city throughout August. You can learn about the budget and share your priorities.
One more check on that heat forecast. Heat index is the temperature that your body perceives. This is what has triggered our heat alerts for today, a heat advisory. I think we'll stay under the alerts tomorrow. By 11 a.m., all of us are feeling like the triple digits, but watch as we head into the afternoon. We'll be very close to, but probably staying just shy of those heat alerts going into the heat of the afternoon. Again, we could have those issued as the time nears. Either way, whether it's 109, 111, you need to stay cool out there because this is going to be tough on your body. If you work in an outdoor industry, it can be as simple as heading in the work truck, turning on the AC for a little bit to cool down, stay hydrated, and check in on kids, pets, and the older folks. They tend to be more prone to heat-related illness. So we want to make sure we're watching out for all of our loved ones. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting any cooler anytime soon. We are in the throes of South Texas summer here, and as such, our temperatures are normally in the middle to even upper 90s. So we'll continue to see that pattern into next week.
And that's all the time we have for now. Thank you so much for watching Chris 6 News. Have a great one.